If you're feeling like it's getting harder just to survive in the US right now, you're not imagining it. The cost of living is real. I know I've lived it, and I want to share with you a perspective that changed my life and gave me real hope.
Hi, my name's Katie. I am currently in Ninh Binh, Vietnam. My husband, our 2-year-old, and I have been traveling all across Southeast Asia the past few months. And while traveling, I have been watching and learning. And what I found is this. In the US, we have a lot to learn about how we can live more simply, sustainably, and sanely.
Back in the US, we were already trying to live off the land, homesteading in the Appalachian Mountains. We were living off grid, learning how to grow food, build infrastructure, and raise animals. We were living as resourcefully and sustainably as possible, but still, everything felt like a struggle. Rising prices on necessities like food and building materials, healthcare, energy prices, even just keeping up emotionally. And then something shifted. We started hearing from others about the wider world beyond the US. So we decided to travel, just for a few months. But that few months has turned into indefinitely. What we found here in Southeast Asia opened our eyes in ways we never expected. In Vietnam, we saw families living with far less, but smiling far more. We met farmers who grow everything they eat, streets filled with affordable, fresh food, no processed junk, just meals made from scratch every single day. People are outside constantly, walking, biking, working, laughing, elders stretching in the park at 5 a.m., kids helping their parents in rice fields. There's a rhythm to life that feels human, real. And the thing is, these places are not third world countries. That term is outdated and frankly insulting. These are rich cultures, smart, sustainable people, tight-knit communities, traditions that prioritize family, health, and harmony with nature.
Let me eat. Do you like that? Yeah, good. Here, you see many. Berry. You want to try?
Yes.
Yeah. I can stick for you. Good. You like? Oh, yeah, good. You see here.
Here's what I've learned that you can start doing today no matter where you live. Number one, grow something, even if it's just herbs in a pot. Food is freedom. Watch what locals do here. They grow vertically, they grow in small spaces. They utilize every inch of free space that there is possible, even in the middle of downtown Bangkok, in one of the biggest cities in the world. If there's a vacant lot, they are growing plants in between all of these tall buildings. Instead of grass, they plant rice, and they use this to feed themselves and to sell and make some money. When we went and visited the Hmong people in Sapa, they even utilize steep mountains to be able to grow their food. You can really grow food anywhere, and that is going to provide you with such a sense of security. And these are just growing down the road. Every bit of space they utilize to grow food. Ditch the excess. We have learned how little we actually need in order to be happy. The people that we've met aren't driven by name brands or fancy vehicles. They don't have giant houses. They take pride in craftsmanship over consumerism. Nothing here goes to waste. They reuse and repurpose materials. They fix things that are broken. And in doing this, they really value their possessions a lot more and cut down on so much unnecessary waste. Live outdoors. The outdoors is free. People here live a huge part of their life outdoors. They eat outside, they socialize outside, they work outside. This alone has been such a benefit for my personal mental health. It was one of my favorite things about our homestead life, about how much time we spent outdoors, about how in tune we were with nature and the time of day it was, the temperature outside, all of these things our bodies need and crave. And we, in our current Western world, spend so much time inside and out of connection with nature. It would do us a world of good to spend more time outdoors. Cook from scratch. Processed foods are not the norm here. Meals are made from real ingredients and they're affordable. They're oftentimes grown in their yard. If they're eating chicken, it's their chickens or their neighbor's chickens. They have fresh eggs every day. Even in the city, there's chickens running around everywhere. Relearn how to cook, how to stretch your budget, and how to reconnect with your food. Embrace community. People help their neighbors here. In the US, we are generally very isolated. Even as foreigners in a new country, we have been so welcomed here, and it has been such an amazing experience to be around such welcoming people who embrace our differences instead of reject them. The cost of living crisis is real and it's scary, but there are other ways to live. You don't need to be rich to live a good life. You just need to think differently. What I found is not just a cheaper way to live, but a better way to live. And it starts with changing your mindset. We've been taught that more stuff equals more success. But in so many parts of the world, people know the opposite is true.
I am raising my children to understand that joy doesn't come from Target runs or Amazon boxes. It comes from community, nature, good food, and simplicity.
Oh, the dog wants the balloon for you.
He wants your balloon.
Oh, big one.
Little, big one, little one. Can you say hi?
Oh, he's so beautiful. Oh, chị cho nó. Chồng hà. Ôi, giờ mà giờ thật sáng lên. Giờ cũng không má xíu.
I think that puppy likes kids. So if you're feeling afraid of the future, take heart. There are other ways to live. Just look around the world. Be open to learning. Be willing to change. Because what's waiting on the other side of this crisis might be a life that is richer than anything you've ever known before. I will be continuing to share everything that I've learned as we travel the world on this channel. So hit subscribe if you are interested in learning more ways that you can learn to live with less.